Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for Pisces. We're going to do 3 cards with this deck, and I'm going to pull them. Let's see, one more shuffle here. All right. Okay, these 2 cards are pulling. I'm going to do this one first. We have the 2 of Swords. Strength. And the Knight of Swords. So you have 2 swords. You have a very powerful card, Strength. So something might be tugging on your energy. 2 of Swords. I'm hearing, what is baffling you? What is confusing you? Here we see it, the energy with the eyes covered as 2 crows are at this person. Yeah, they're tugging on the hair. What's interesting though is in this image, this person doesn't seem very uncomfortable with it happening. So, emotionally, it could be, Pisces, that you are used to people tugging on you, you emotionally feeling perplexed and that you're almost used to it now. You're used to people absorbing you and almost like you're almost able to kind of just deal with it. Like you're able to shake it off because you're so used to it. In a way, it builds your strength. That's the Strength card. In a way, it toughens you up because maybe sometimes you don't feel in control. 2 of Swords is a card where someone's in confusion or baffled, not seeing something here. It's almost like an element of danger, but the danger is more like here when we're doing an emotional reading card. It's about you being a Pisces person. Okay, that's fine, you're water. But it's like you have to be able to form ice. You know what I mean? And be able to use that ice mode when needed. Great, you're water, you're emotional, you can take a whole bunch of energy from other people, but you also have to be able to make your water into something solid, ice and sharp and cold when needed to hold your strength. I feel like something messes with you, someone is messing with you. And you've kind of learned how to tame yourself or learn how to tame that person. But again, we need you to be able to form your water. So form yourself into ice and protect yourself from crows, from negative energy. You know what I mean? The strength that you have to conserve it for you to build whatever it is. This lake, this pond, this ocean, this beautiful waterfall of life that you are, so that you can swim in it. Knight of Swords, we have this. This is your last card. Well, in a lot of the card decks, the traditional, the Knight of Swords is kind of like a negative card. But here, it can be looked at that way, but I'm going to look at it and see, because there's a person running towards a motorcycle, almost like a getaway. And he's got this weapon that he carries. And there's a bird up on top. So is he following the bird? Is the bird guiding him? Is he going to try to attack the bird and shoot it? He's not really doing any of that. The weapon is, he's got it slinged over and he's getting on a motorcycle. Possibly, right? So I think that this card, when it comes to you emotionally, I feel more, and like your feelings, this is about you kind of wanting to jump on the motorcycle, not have to use the weapon, and follow and that eagle, that bird, that hawk, and see where it takes you. You're building this strength. There's the Two of Swords. Something's fucking with you and you've learned how to deal with it, but you don't have to be in it all the time. It's helping you though to build your strength, your core. Okay, great. But again, I think I already said it a couple times, right? If you're water, then you should be able to form ice. And therefore, when you are ice, there's a lot of things that ice does. And if need be, you have to protect yourself. That is another form of building your strength and feeling confident with yourself. Seeing your secret weapons. You know what I mean? Knowing that water is a weapon, that you can be a weapon if need be. Third card, we see the weapon, but you don't have to draw the weapon, right? You don't. And I think you choose not to. More than having to draw or to attack. I don't think you're that person. I think emotionally you want to follow that bird and you want to see where it takes you. You're looking for something. You're looking for answers. You're looking for something. And it might be that you're on a time limit. For some reason you feel like you're on a time limit. That's why you're running. Maybe you're afraid you'll lose that bird if you don't jump on that motorcycle. Maybe. It's like a metaphor, right? Or something. Like you feel like you're missing out on something. Or you may lose something if you don't act on something. Let me look at this real quick. You have two sets of birds as well. One bird is attacking you in a sense, and the other bird is guiding you. Or telling you, hey, if you want to follow me, you can follow me. This might be about you really emotionally wanting to change direction. So, like today, wherever you're at and how you think and how you feel and how you are, where you live, how you do. I think the strength card, you building and understanding yourself, is preparing you for going into a new direction. The new skill set of protection that you've been learning, and I hopefully now you're hearing it in this reading. You know, you're gonna have to learn how to say no and toughen up. And because I think you're gonna change direction emotionally. Emotionally, you're gonna look at things different. You're looking for something different because you don't like being attacked, being absorbed, being picked at, you know? The strength card comes in strong, and I think you want to start becoming something else. And so this is a model that you're learning from, being picked on. It's making you understand that you need to also be able to form yourself into something much tougher and not be so vulnerable to others. And I think in April, you're going to start chasing a new path, a new way. You're going to absorb a new mentality about how you want people to see you and how they act. And so the lion in you might have to come out. Or the ice pick might have to come out. right? Sharp edges. Maybe you're going to have to be colder with people and start kind of shutting things down with people when you're connecting. If you see emotionally they're not providing a healthy vibration towards you. So it's good. It's good. I like it. You know? I know a Pisces, and that Pisces could learn from that too, actually. Now, that's what I'm thinking about you. Now we're going to do these. We're going to pull 3 cards, and this is going to be kind of the same thing, but more about like a feeling of love. This is self right here, self-love. Let's see if we see something different. Okay, lovers. Three of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Wow, some strong cards. What's going on here? Let's see. So this is about love. I feel like this is connected to the top row already. Because this is about self and you. And then this is about connection with someone else. The Lover's card. If you're in a relationship, I feel like... Okay, I'm not going to... Okay, first I'm going to read that separate. Okay. For some of you, you feel like you're not receiving enough from that partner. Enough that satisfies you. And in fact, maybe you feel like you're getting picked on. Two of Swords. That would connect this top card. But this way, as we're just reading love in general, for some people, I need to start reading more rounded. I just wanted to say that. Okay, now I'm going to just read this way, okay? And I'm not going to connect it. Because then it gets bigger and bigger, and I just want to be a little more specific. Okay. The Lovers. Here we see, that was a message maybe for somebody who felt like they were getting picked on. Lovers card, when it comes to love and Pisces, I think you're yearning. If you don't have a relationship, you are dying to have a relationship with somebody that is emotionally connected. Three of Cups over here talks to me about you. I think you want what a lot of people look for, which is like the full effect here. If you've met somebody, if you're with someone, you're in a place right now that's pretty good. You're feeling pretty good. I think you're having a good time. If you have someone, Ace of Swords, you would like to solidify it. You would like to lock it down. Yeah, I think you want to marry that person. So that's for people. You're looking at them in that way. You're having such a good time with them. You're feeling satisfied by this partner, and you would like to have, the proposal, the marriage proposal, the I'd like to live with you proposal, I want to be with you forever proposal is what I'm thinking. Now, if you're single, pretty simple. I think here you're looking for a partner. You want the dream. You want the loving. You want the steam of a lover. You want to feel sexual and emotional connection. So you're looking for that. Three of Cups, Ace of Swords tells me in April, something's going to come around. Someone is going to be around and you're going to have a good time with that person. So it might be even a group setting and you don't even realize you're in a group setting. For example, let's say you're at a bar, just as an example, and everybody's having a good time. There's a few people, you're talking to maybe somebody at the bar, you maybe run into somebody by the bathroom and you chat. That energy brings you a feeling of like being relevant, feeling good looking, feeling hot, feeling like a good night, a good day, a good month. That energy might actually strike you a proposal, a offering. It's not going to be marriage, but it's going to be something more more on the lines of, do you come here? You know, I come on Saturday, something like this. Or you run into somebody at the farmer's market and you engage, and all of a sudden you realize, hey, that person's kind of a really cool person. And it starts to lock something in you where you get attracted to that person. So you're going to be receiving energy where you're going to feel attracted to somebody. If you're single, you're going to it's going to be a specific person. And they're going to make you feel hot and steamy. And you're going to start thinking about what it would look like if you went out with that person, or, you know, and you might even get a chance to actually connect and maybe even have a sexual encounter with some of you guys out there. You might even have that sexual encounter. I see it too. Let's see. That's kind of what I'm feeling. When I read the cards, I didn't want to connect those cards with these cards because it's like a different reading. This is like more for everybody out there, all the Pisces people. I could get a little more detailed for some more specific Pisces people. This would be a different reading. Maybe I'll take a minute and do some of that. Let's see, I got a few minutes here. So again, we talked about, I think I said it was kind of more like a something I said for like a specific Pisces people, that maybe you feel picked on in a relationship and you would really like to just get back to the love. Strength card, Three of Cups here. I think that your if you're in a relationship already, I feel like you're building to kind of maybe even get out of something. But it doesn't have to be necessarily leaving, but it's more like lifting yourself up, building your confidence. I don't know how that's happening. I don't know if you're going out or someone tells you a really nice compliment and it turns you on and you start feeling more in your power instead of feeling picked on. It could be somebody else that kind of gives you attention and it kind of wakes you up and you realize like, hey, I am cute. Hey, I am good looking. Hey, I don't need to be picked on by this guy or this girl. You know what I mean? This partner. And then if we put these two together, action will be taken. Someone's going on a motorcycle ride. Not really a motorcycle, but whatever. Someone's getting in, someone's moving on and taking action. The action looks like, you know, it's funny, I guess I'm starting to move this around, but for some of you, you might take off for a bit and kind of maybe sting the other person and be like, hey, I don't really need you. You know? I can kind of take off if I want to. So that is for some people out there who are not in the best of energies in the relationship. We already read the good for that. If you're in a relationship, I already read that first one where it was just kind of moving along. So I'm trying to read a couple different ways just to hopefully it helps Pisces kind of pick up the energy, whichever scenario. But I do feel like emotionally, we're going to go back to the top row. I feel like who's pulling on you? Who is baffling you? And I feel like you're learning how to get stronger. Because I feel like there might be a possible journey for you. A new way of thinking, a new path. It's like you're building resistance now. And you're going to use that so that you can become emotionally happy and have a stronger feel, and kind of be able to tell people like, no, you're going to be able to say no more. Don't forget that you're water, and you can turn yourself just about into a lot of things with that water. You fuel the earth. Without you, we don't exist, Pisces. Okay? So I want you to build and dream of that lake, that pond, the ocean, that beautiful waterfall that you're going to be swimming in. You're tired of having the Two of Swords vibe, where everything is affecting you, and you're looking to build your strength. And I think it's about you understanding your gifts. So in April, I think you're going to start understanding a little better. Hopefully this reading helped. Also too, when it comes to love, the desire for love, single, somebody you meet kind of gets you excited. Maybe you might get some kind of jolt of energy from them, like it's a offering or proposal, but it's more of an interest in a relationship. Things are going well for a lot of you. Things are moving. And there might be an offering here of like, let's live together, let's have our families meet, maybe like, yes, you can meet my kid type of vibe, where things are starting to move along. When we put the cards together, for some Pisces people, we see the feeling of not receiving enough from a partner, and you may be just kind of showing your power and being able to form what you need to form, and take off for a little bit, just to kind of play with your gifts. See how that feels, Pisces. All right? Okay. Sorry, I went in a lot of different directions. I didn't do that with everybody else. Only with you. Maybe I'm like acting like Pisces right now, where I'm like a little bit here, a little bit there, because that's I know you guys are like that. You guys can feel a whole hell of a lot. It's a gift. Don't forget that. Here's the camera. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. Okay, I'm Feel the Soul. And please like this video. And subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in the month of May. Bye.